Hey y'all! It has been a while since I've done a crochet with me, so I figured today's the day. Let's do it. Or I guess tonight's the night because it's 11 p.m. at night and we're starting a project. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. Hi. Hello, we're doing a crochet with me. The project is really fun. So I have made this before. I don't remember what tutorial I used, so we're gonna find a new one to use or trying out a new pattern, but essentially the idea is the same. So I want like a big oversized cardigan to wear for fall. Something I can wear to work, something I can wear around the house, and it's gonna start getting cold at like the end of October, so I want to start building my like fall cardigan wardrobe, especially with like what I do for work. A cardigan's perfect, so I want to start slowly building my cardigan wardrobe, and tonight we will start doing that. So I went around and tried to figure out like what yarn I want. I need it to be budget friendly because I'm on a budget and we might need a lot of it, but the idea is like a hexagon cardigan, but I want it to be really long because I feel like the last hexagon cardigan I made was cropped and like stopped where my like hips were, but I want this one to be like longer, like almost to my knees, really long and oversized. So I just want it to be like big and cozy. So I wanted soft yarn. The only two craft stores that are near me are Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to go to Hobby Lobby and I didn't feel like driving all the way to Michael's. So I know I like Red Heart, but it's a little itchy, so I found this. I ordered it online. They have a Red Heart soft. I've never felt it, so I ordered it to see if it was soft enough. Here's the thing, if it's not soft enough, like I'm not gonna wear it. If for some reason it's like too itchy to wear, I'll just use fabric softener to like try and soften it up. This feels pretty soft, so I ordered it online hoping that when it got here I would like the feeling of it, and I do like the feeling of it. It's not itchy. So this is the yarn we're gonna use. I got 3 skeins because there was a deal. If you got 3, there was a deal, so I got 3. I think we might need more than 3, I don't know. I always order too much yarn and then I have a bunch left over, so I'm sticking with just 3 skeins and we'll see how far it gets us. So this is the color. What color did I get? Dude, what color? Toast. Okay, I got 3. It looks almost like a green, but I swear it's like a golden brown. We're going for fall colors, like earth tone fall colors. I almost got green, but I have way too many green items and I feel like it'll be easier to pair an outfit with like a brown cardigan than anything else, and it's for fall, so we have to do brown or like burnt orange. So I got this brown, this golden brown Toast Red Heart soft. This yarn calls for a 5.5 millimeter hook. That's what we're gonna use. I think I was gonna upsize the hook, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna keep it at a 5.5. I don't know, should I go up to a 6? That's what I was going back and forth on, if I should up the hook size, because I found, so the pattern we're using, I will link it in the description down below, but oh, let me turn my brightness down. It's from sarahmaker.com. It's free. It's a free granny hexagon cardigan, and I'm gonna extend it to be longer than this picture and also like make it bigger just in general. I'm mostly just using it for the hexagon part because I can't remember how to crochet a hexagon to save my life, but the rest of it I know how to do, but I'm using it for my base, so I will link it in the description, and it's free. But she uses a DK weight yarn and a 5.5 millimeter hook, so I'm like, but I think I am gonna up the hook size to a 6 because I just wanted to like drape more. So I'm gonna follow that pattern, hook size 6, and let's see how far we can get with these 3. That's what we're doing tonight and probably for the next couple days, however long it takes me. We're building our fall wardrobe. Let me know in the comments what you're making for fall, if it's wardrobe related or like decor or like blanket or something. I thought about crocheting a blanket for fall, but I really want a cardigan, so we're working on the cardigan. I'm gonna get started and see if I can remember how to do this, and I'll check in with you later. Also, I know you guys like to know what I watch while I crochet, and tonight we're watching The Punisher, or rewatching season 1 because I never finished it. So I'm rewatching it because I don't remember the show. I went to finish it the other day and I was like, yeah, I don't remember this at all, so I'm restarting it, but I'm gonna get started on this, and I will also time it to see how long it takes. Okay, we've done about an hour of crocheting and I got a decent chunk of it done. So the way that these hexagon cardigans are built is you start with a hexagon and you build it as big as you need to wrap around your arm. So when you fold these hexagons Let me just show you. They look wrinkled like this, but you fold them and you match up the corners, and then there you go. You've got one side of a sweater. So imagine like a small child. Your arm would go here and your body would go here, and then you attach the back and it's a cardigan. So you just build this and you just keep building it out. So I'm just gonna keep going. The yarn is soft still. Like, I feel like sometimes after I crochet with something for a while it stops being soft, but it's still soft. We've got a decent amount done, but this took an hour, so like we've got a long ways to go. I almost wish I went a little bigger with the hook size so that the gaps were bigger, but I only went up half a size, so we ended up using a 6. I don't know. I think the next one I make, I'm gonna use a bigger hook. That way it's looser, because I think this one's not gonna be as loose. It will be thicker, but it's okay. I'm gonna make more than one. Time for an update. Guys, we've been crocheting. So last night I sat and got caught up on The Summer I Turned Pretty, because I am watching that show right now with my mom. I'm like making her watch it against her will, and I got some more crocheting done. Now mind you, I did forget to time myself, so we're letting go of the idea of timing how long it takes, because it's not gonna happen. Also last night while I was crocheting, I decided we're gonna be doing multiple projects in this video. So the hexagon cardigan and a couple other things I want to do for my fall wardrobe, so keep that in mind, okay? This is not the only project we're gonna do, which is why I'm not that concerned about timing it, because we're gonna be doing a couple things. But this is how far we got. I did manage to, oh, and if you want to make one and it wanted to turn out the same way mine did, you already know the supplies I used, but for the rows for building the body hexagon, I did 13 rows before I closed off the sleeve. So here's what it looks like now. It does look kind of small, but I'm gonna build the body. This side, I'm gonna build it out more, but right now I'm focusing on the sleeve. The sleeve, like with my big t-shirt on, it fits, so, and it's gonna stretch after I block it, but we're building the sleeve right now. As you can see, it's a wide sleeve. I thought about decreasing as I went down, but I'm not going to, because I want it to stay really big. So we're gonna keep this width all the way down, so it's gonna look like this when it's done, because I want it to be really big. I want it to be big and cozy, so it's gonna kind of look like this when it's done. I have a habit of like decreasing too much and then not liking it. I like when things don't touch my wrist, so we're gonna keep it big and cozy, kind of like a robe a little bit, and just keep building out this sleeve until I get it where I want it. Then I'm going to move over and do the other side that way, and then we'll work on building the body out, and then once it's connected we will work on building the length out. Kind of the way I'm working. I've ditched the pattern now, so I used the pattern I showed you to remember how to do a hexagon, and once I figured out how to do that, I ditched the pattern. So now I'm just kind of freehanding and figuring it out size wise, and like all the patterns I was looking at, they do like decreases, and I didn't really want to do that. I have a different vision for all the patterns I'm looking at. I want it to look differently, so we're on our own now. But I'm just gonna keep a steady row of the sleeve for now. But once this side's done, we can work on the next side. Also, I've cracked into the second ball of yarn. So we only bought 3. It took one full one to do all of this, and I started the second one right around when honestly, it took one full one to finish the square off and connect the sleeve, and the second ball I started when I started the sleeve. So I am gonna need more yarn, so I think I'm gonna order that today, that way it gets here, so we can keep working. But that is where we're at, so I wanted to give you a little update. I've been thinking of some other fall projects that I want to do, and I definitely think I want like a beanie, because I don't have one. I know, isn't that crazy? Like a crocheter doesn't have a beanie, but every beanie I've crocheted I've sold or given away. So I want to make a beanie for myself. Maybe we'll even make some fingerless gloves. I don't know. I'm thinking of some other things that I want to make. If this turns out the way I want, I might make a hexagon sweater, like where it stops at my waist and it's connected in the front and the sleeves aren't ginormous. So kind of like another version of this, but a sweater instead of a cardigan, but we'll see. So I'm gonna order some more yarn, and today is a doing laundry and homework assignments today, so we will pick this back up tonight. Okay y'all, I think I'm done with the first sleeve of our cardigan. It's late, I'm about to go to bed, but I want to give you a little update. Okay, it's, if you're following along, and basically if you watch to the end and you want it to look like mine, I'm giving you like the notes as I go. So I added 15 rows for the sleeve. if you want the same length. I'll show you what it looks like on, but this marker is where the hexagon like ends, and I just did 15 more rows like around the sleeve to get it to where I wanted it to be. So if you put it on, also keep in mind I'm gonna steam it, which means we're gonna get more length, and I don't want it to be too long, so it's gonna look almost too short when it's on. So see, and it's like kind of almost perfect. It's kind of almost perfect in length where it's at right now, but it's gonna steam, and I'll probably get like, I usually get like 2 inches, so it'll be like there probably after being steamed. But that's how the sleeve went. The sleeve is done. Next focus is to add length here and on the back here. I want to extend it this way on the front and on the back piece. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start in this corner, crochet up, and then crochet down the back side, chain, crochet back up, crochet back down the front side, and just do that up and down until I feel like I've extended it in until it reaches the middle of my body, and then fasten off, and then do everything I did for another piece, and then sew the backs together. Then we can work on extending it after that. But our first sleeve is done. I went back and forth on just starting the next piece, but I think I really want to finish this one out, like add the width. So I'm gonna get started on that. I am gonna keep track of how many rows I do, and I'll let you know how many rows I do if you want to make one too. Hi! Okay, I did just wake up, so the bangs, everything going on, ignore it. But today's only goal today, the only goal, is to finish this cardigan or get like as close as I can to finishing it, because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it's been like a week since we last talked and I haven't touched this cardigan at all. I blame my life right now because I'm working, I'm doing an internship, and I'm going to school, so it's like a huge thing. But I've been slowly working on it the last couple of nights, and I wanted to give you an update before I really blow through the last bit today. So I finished the first half. The sleeve's done, which you already knew, but I added the body pieces. Where's my phone? Okay, I'll tell you later when I find my phone how many rows I added, but we finished this piece completely and fastened off. Now I'm basically just duplicating that. Oh, I just pulled out. Okay, cool. So I'm basically just duplicating that. So on the other side, I'm making this hexagon, the hexagon, okay? I'm building the hexagon out. I think it's like 13 rows, and then I'm gonna close it and make the shape that I need to make, this shape. And then we're gonna build out the sleeve, build out the body, then attach these 2 pieces, then build out the length. So that's what we're doing today. We are finishing the other piece and attaching them, and we'll see what time it is when that is done, and we'll see if we can start building out like the length of it today, or if that's gonna be a tomorrow task. But that's the focus today. Okay, I meet with my group for school. I meet with my group for school at 5 o'clock. I'm already ready to meet with them. I already did all the prep work. So it's 11:30 right now. So from 11:30 to 5, we're gonna see how far we can get with this cardigan, because that's all I'm doing. And then after my group tonight, I'm gonna do homework. So I hope like we can get this done group, because I don't think I'm gonna work on it tonight after group. So let's see how much we can get done in like what, 5 hours roughly, 5.5 hours. Hey, we made a lot of progress. Look at what we've got. I finished both of the sleeves. They're the same length, and they're also like the perfect length, but look, I've also attached the back. You guys can see it's attached. The amount of added rows I did on the sleeve was 15, and then when I showed you how I was adding length to the body on both the front and the back, it was 5 rows. So if you want it to look the same, or you're wondering how I got it to look like this, that's how. Now we just have to add a bunch of length, because right now it sits like my hips are here and it's just a little cropped. It's like above my hip. I want it to be very long, so the goal is that the cardigan would come down to like almost my knees. So, and then once it's as long as I want it, maybe we'll go through and do like a ribbing, and I wouldn't mind leaving this the way it is, so maybe we'll leave it. But I'm gonna add a bunch of length, either until I reach my knees or until I run out of yarn, because I won't be buying any more yarn for this project. But I have these 2 skeins. I ordered more, so we finished the first 3 skeins to do this. And then we started we dove into a fourth for attaching the pieces together, and I have 2 left. But this is like all I want. I don't want to buy any more. So at the end, it'll have taken about 6. That's like what I'm thinking. So I am a little worried about steaming this because I feel like once I steam it, they're gonna get too long. So I think if I steam it, the only thing I'm gonna steam is like the body part, and then maybe just leave the sleeves alone because I like the length of them. I'm really just taking, see this row here on the back? Hopefully I'm standing where you can see. But from this corner to this corner, I'm just gonna add rows all the way down. We finished another ball of yarn and we've got some length. So remember how last time I showed you the cardigan, it was like right here. So we've got some length. It's still not as long as I want it to be. I want it to be longer, but we're getting there. What do we think so far? Do we like it? This is like normal length. Before, I feel like it was cropped. It's kind of long now, but I want it to be longer. Okay guys, my hair is a little wet because I did just take a shower, but I added the last ball of yarn to the cardigan. And I know I said I was gonna steam it, but I'm actually changing my mind because I think the length is perfect. The sleeves are perfect. I'm scared if I steam it, it'll get too big. So we're gonna leave it as it is, and I'm gonna show you the results. Okay, look at how long it ended up being. It's literally the perfect length. Like, perfect length on the sleeves. It goes down as far as I wanted it to go down. I wanted it to be long. I am in love with this cardigan. And it's so soft, and I know I talked about adding like a ribbing or something, but I actually love it the way it is. I don't want to add anything to it. I love that there isn't a ribbing. I love how far it comes in. I love the length of it. Like, it's long like I wanted. I love the length of the sleeves. I don't want to add anything to it. Cute. It's cute. I like it. I like it. Okay. First item for my fall wardrobe is done. I think the second thing, let me see how much yarn I have left of that brown. Okay, so looks like I have about 1 skein and then a little bit of another skein. I think I'm gonna try and make a beanie. Just like a simple ribbed beanie, but I feel like I don't have a beanie in this color. So let's use the rest of the yarn that we got for the next project and make a beanie. So we'll end up with 1 wearable cardigan and then a cute little beanie for fall. And then we'll see how I feel if I want to make anything else. Guys, I love this cardigan. I love it. I don't have a cardigan like this. Well, now I do. Okay, I've started the beanie. Let me show you how I'm doing it. So I'm not using a pattern. So I'm going to use the same yarn that I used for the cardigan. And I'm using a 5mm hook. And what I did was I chained the length of, basically if you were to like go to the crown of my head where the beanie would kind of cinch together and pull it down. That's the length I chained, plus some more so that I could fold it over. That's the visual. So that's how much I chained. Basically from here to here and then a little more to fold over. And once you have that chained, I went back down that chain with half double crochets. And then now that I'm at the end of the first row, I'm gonna chain 1, turn, and to make it look ribbed, we're gonna do back loop only. So I'm still doing half double crochets. I'm just only working in the back loop all the way across. And I'll show you what that looks like. Let me do a couple. So like once you have a couple, you'll see there's a rib right here. And if you want that rib look, like that's how you do it. So you just keep doing rows of half double crochets in the back loop only, chain 1 at the end of every row. And you just keep doing that until it can fit all the way around your head. And then slip stitch it together, which I'll show you when we get to that point, but we just gotta do a lot of half double crochets till then. Okay guys, I've been crocheting away and here's what we have. We have a good panel of ribbed stitches. Now let me show you how we're measuring this. So from what you remember, the width like this way should be from the crown of your head and like kind of to your nose. So like we're good there. Might have even made it a little too long, but it's fine. The brim will just be thick. So then I take my measuring tape, I measure the circumference of my head, okay? Get that number, then I lay it flat. This rib stitching stretches, so if you don't stretch it out it won't be as far, but when it's on your head it's gonna stretch. So I stretched mine out and it's reaching the length that I need it to reach. So we're done adding rows. Now what I'm gonna do is fold it in half like this, so like lay it out, and then I'm gonna connect these 2 sides. and then I'll show you how I cinch the top. But we're basically just going to slip stitch these two sides together to make this shape. Okay, so once it's attached, I got my needle and I'm weaving it in and out like this. And you just do that all the way around the top and then you pull tight. Okay y'all, I finished it. I cinched the top and I folded the brim over and it's done. So now let's see what it looks like on. It's very nice, like it's very stretchy. I love this ribbing because it makes it very stretchy. I just don't know how long I ended up making it. Okay, wait, it's literally perfect. It's perfect. Ah, okay. I love how this turned out. Also, I want to like tuck. I feel like when your bangs peek out, it doesn't look right. So, let me tuck my bangs in. Okay, I like it. Do you guys like it? I think it's cute. I never wear beanies, but maybe I will now. Anyway, that's the last fall item I'm making for this video, but I have some of this yarn left. So I only have, I kind of just like started into this ball, but I have, this is all I have left. So comment down below if you guys have any ideas for what I could make with this much yarn that's also still like part of the fall wardrobe crochet theme, and let me know in the comments and then I will make it and I'll post it on my Instagram. So if you have Instagram, you can follow me. This is my Instagram. It's amazing. It's the amazing page. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me while I crocheted my fall wardrobe. Let me know which piece you liked more, what I should do with this, and subscribe if you liked it, like if you like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.